Hey, it's Shiley and you're watching Eat Breathe Books. First of all, I really apologize for this horrible lighting and quality. Okay, so basically my phone ran out of battery, my phone charger broke, my camera that I recorded on wasn't recording me, and it turns out the quality of it is bad anyway, so now I'm recording on photo booth. I really hope I'm gonna get like a good camera soon, or at least an iPhone charger to record on the iPhone, because that's what I usually do, so I'm really sorry about this lighting. Okay, well that being said, let's get on to the top 14 books of 2014. The first book here is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava DELLAIRA. This book is kind of inspired actually by Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and he actually helped Ava write this book. So yes, when you read it, there are a little bit of similarities, but it is very unique on its own. It's about a girl who gets an assignment in English class to write letters to dead people, and so she writes to people like Amelia Earhart and Kurt Cobain and all different kinds of people who have passed away. And through writing letters to them, she kind of tells them the story of her sister passing and this guy that she's meeting, and she kind of figures out her life after her sister's death through writing letters to these people, which I thought was really unique. I feel like this next book is super underappreciated. Like, I have not seen anything about it on BookTube, but it's Mystic City by Theo Lawrence. This is the first book in the Mystic City trilogy. The third book isn't out yet, and I don't know when it will be, but the second one is called Toxic Heart, if you wanted to know. This is a story about two political families who hate each other, and then the kind of underworld that's called the Mystic City, where all the like poor people with powers live. And the political people hate the mystics, and the mystics hate these like political whatever, like high up royal people. And so this girl named Arya is from one of these political families, and she gets into an accident and wakes up and doesn't remember what happened the last 2 months. Turns out that she is engaged to a guy, and she can't really remember these feelings that she had for him, and the crazy thing about it is that she kind of falls in love with a guy from the mystic side. Okay, this next book here I feel kind of died after the last book came out. Like, I haven't heard anything about it after that, but it's the Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is a really funny series. It is really good. It's about a girl who moves somewhere new with her mom, and turns out their next door neighbors are aliens. One guy, woo, and a girl. And yeah, this series it's great. It's jam-packed with action and romance and bickering and back and forth and funny lines, and it's great. It's got everything in there. Jennifer L. Armentrout is amazing. She's always spitting out books, and in all different genres. This next book here is written by a genius, and that is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This book gave me so many feels, okay? I was laughing and I was crying and I was like going insane. It was so good. It's set in the 80s, and it's about two people named Eleanor and Park, and they meet on a bus, and they're very different people, and they kind of like get to know each other and kind of fall in love, but it's like, I don't know, it's one of those books that's got that really like weird feeling to it. Like, I don't know how to describe it. And on to the next book. Of course, we have Slammed by Colleen Hoover. Miss Queen Colleen Hoover, queen of writing, of contemporary, of absolutely everything. This woman is amazing. This series is a trilogy. It's about a girl named Lakin who moves somewhere new with her mother and her little brother after her dad passes away. And turns out their neighbors across the street are this dreamy guy named Will and his little brother. It's just all the feels. All the feels. It will make you laugh and it will make you cry. Have Kleenex next to you. The next book I have here is Divergent by Veronica Roth. And yeah, I know some people are like, the writing sucks, it's not so good. Guess what? I thought the writing was fine. And when it comes down to it, hey, at least the story was really unique, right? I think it's really cool that it's about like all these different factions and all these types of people, and you know, she's divergent and she doesn't know where to go, and I mean, I don't have to talk much about this. I think everybody kind of knows what it's about. Check out the movie if you haven't, because the movie was really good. Okay, this next book I'm going to talk about really briefly because I feel like everyone's getting really annoyed with me, but it's Actor by Anna Todd. Bad Boy Meets Good Girl. The end. So obviously I could not make a favorites video without mentioning The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, because John is a genius. What some people don't know is that it actually took him a decade to write this book, and there was a lot of really interesting things weaved in that you don't see at first glance. Like, the reason why he writes stuff in here the way he does has meaning behind it. It's kind of hard to explain. There's this website he wrote where he explained these types of cool analyzation, sort of, and I'm gonna link that below because you guys should totally read that to kind of understand why this book is actually so special and not the overrated thing that it kind of has become. And again, this also has a movie, and the movie was really good, and watch it if you haven't. Of course, I also could not make a favorites video without mentioning The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This book has everything. Ghosts, and a dreamy British guy, and this crazy girl, and just so much. It's just all the feels. All the feels. So in conclusion of that weird ramble, read the book. This next book here is a contemporary, and it's A Midsummer's Nightmare by KODY Keplinger. KODY Keplinger wrote The Duff, which is also a really great contemporary. The movie for it comes out February 20th, so check it out. I saw it early and I thought it was amazing. But anyway, back to A Midsummer's Nightmare. This is about a girl who's with a guy, and then they find out they're gonna be step-siblings. Awkward. This book is really funny, and it's got typical, you know, KODY Keplinger humor in it, and romance, and family problems, and all that good stuff, so read it if you haven't. The book I'm about to show you is super underappreciated. I have never seen anyone talk about this either on BookTube, and I am telling you, if you read this, you will never read the same, and that is Tiger Lily by JODI Lynn Anderson. This is, you could say, a Peter Pan retelling. It's about Tiger Lily, you know, that native that Peter Pan rescues in Neverland that everyone's like, oh, she's irrelevant, you know. No, she's actually pretty important in this book because it's all about her. And it's her love story with Peter Pan before he met Wendy Darling. I know. How creative, right? This book is great. It made me smile and it made me cry my eyes out, okay? I guess this next book is kind of obvious to be mentioned in a favorites video, but it's the Shatter Me series by TAHEREH MAFI, and this is the second one. It's called Unravel Me. I haven't read Ignite Me yet. I know I'm bad, but I hear it's really good. This is my favorite so far out of the series, and it's so cool. I mean, it's this crazy love triangle, this girl with super cool powers. She's in love with one guy, and this other guy's in love with her, and like, oh, who do I choose? And TAHEREH really knows how to write. I mean, when I say knows how to write, I mean knows how to write. She puts in these crazy cool metaphors and like these cross outs because it's supposed to be like Juliet's journal, and she's just a genius. Like, I always have her on my mind. That sounded really stalkerish. Okay, moving on. The last book here, I kind of haven't heard anything about in a few months, but it's Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. This is the first in a companion series, and it's always about like two people who, you know, they both have problems, and their love for each other kind of heals all of that, you know. And this is about Echo and Noah, and when you read the back of the book, it kind of seems like it's about a bad boy who meets like a weird girl, and I guess kind of that's what it is, but like not really at all. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it's about two people with like different you know, like family or personal problems, and they're very opposite of each other and usually wouldn't hang out in, you know, different circumstances, but you know, they get together and it's magical. So that is my top 14 favorites video of 2014 here on BookTube. I hope you guys enjoyed. These books are amazing. Leave a comment down below if you read any of them. And these books were in no particular order. I love them all equally. They're all great, and every book is amazing in its own way. These are just my top for what I read this year, not necessarily what came out this year. And again, I'm really, really sorry for the horrible quality. I will get better quality for the next video. Hopefully pray for me. Please like and subscribe to this, and thank you for all the support I've been given. You guys are amazing. And have a great day and night, and I will see you next time. Bye!